The unexamined life is not worth living. These famous words by Socrates remind us that questioning the world around us is at the heart of what makes us human. Some of the biggest breakthroughs in science and philosophy started with nothing more than a what if. Think about this. Can reality exist without us looking at it? Let's start with Schrödinger's cat. A cat locked in a sealed box. Inside the box is a vial of poison attached to a random mechanism. If the mechanism triggers, the poison is released and the cat dies. If it doesn't trigger, the cat lives. But here's where it gets strange. Until someone opens the box to check, the cat is both alive and dead at the same time. This is a challenge to how we think about reality itself. This strange idea wasn't meant to confuse people. It was created by physicist Erwin Schrödinger to show how bizarre the quantum world is. In the world of tiny particles, things can exist in multiple states at once until they're observed. This doesn't mean reality isn't real. Instead, it shows that in quantum physics, observing something plays a role in determining its state. Schrödinger's cat reveals how the universe operates in ways that are very different from how we experience the world in everyday life. Now let's talk about one of the most famous moral dilemmas ever created. Imagine a train speeding down a track toward 5 people tied to it. You're standing next to a lever. If you pull it, the train will switch to another track where only one person is tied down. What do? The trolley problem was designed to explore moral decision-making. Pulling the lever saves 5 lives but sacrifices 1, while doing nothing lets 5 people die. It forces us to confront the complexity of ethics. Is it better to act and cause harm to save more people, or to do nothing and let fate decide? This thought experiment isn't just theoretical. It's used today in fields like self-driving car programming, where engineers must decide how machines should act in life or death situations. The trolley problem teaches us that moral decisions are rarely black and white. Sometimes there are no perfect answers, only difficult choices. What is gravity really? Picture yourself in a sealed elevator, far away from Earth with no windows to see outside. Suddenly the floor pushes against your feet as if you're being pulled downward. Are you feeling gravity, or is the elevator accelerating upward? Albert Einstein realized that the feeling of gravity and the sensation of acceleration are indistinguishable. This led to the equivalence principle, the foundation of his theory of general relativity. From this idea, Einstein discovered that gravity isn't just a force pulling things down, it's a distortion of space and time caused by massive objects like stars and planets. This theory explains why light bends near the sun, how black holes form, and even why time slows down near strong gravitational fields. Einstein's elevator transformed our understanding of the universe, showing how simple observations can reveal profound truths about reality. These thought experiments might sound like clever puzzles, but they're much more than that. The answers to life's biggest mysteries often come from asking the right questions. These thought experiments weren't just created for fun, they helped humanity push boundaries, solve problems, and see the world in new ways. They remind us that thinking differently is not just important, it's how we grow, how we learn, and how we move forward. They challenge us to think beyond what's obvious, to question what we take for granted, and to imagine possibilities we've never considered before, and remind us that the biggest discoveries often begin with a single, curious idea. Are you ready to look into the depths of existence? Or does the strange mystery of the Devil's Circle catch your eye? Choose Path A to venture down the unsolved mystery of mind-body, or choose Path B to explore the hidden mysteries of the Devil's tramping ground. The choice is yours, and the adventure starts now.